Hey guys, what's up? We are back. And we are going to be playing some more Final Fantasy, as per usual, because it is best game, in my opinion. Nope. One sec. Okay. Got there. Okay, so let's. Oh, she does. She needs better glam. I glam her up. I unlocked glam. I hope I've unlocked glam. Okay. First off, I'll put the, wait, can I use you? Okay. It doesn't look awful. Okay, I can make that work. It's easier to make work on a bunny girl than it is like a Miko or something. Um, we'll do that. We'll add it to the things. Okay. Shouldn't be anything else. Oh. Yeah, it's already stored in the armoire. That's the thing. And I'm never going to use it, and it can't be stored in the armoire. Oh wait, no. Armor plates. Okay. So, first things first. Armoire. Okay. So let's start with pants. I mean, it's cute, I guess. If anything, it makes it so she's a little more uniform in terms of what she's actually wearing. Okay. Dyes. What colors dyes do I have? I have blues. Okay, I do have... It doesn't look awful. But I think I only have 3 of those. Yeah, I've only got 3 of those. How does this dye? Okay. We don't like that. Actually, it's not awful. I don't hate it. I don't hate that either. What is the yellow? Okay, what does it look like with the blue? Okay, so let's change it to the pink, because the pink looks kind of cute. Honestly, I would rather not have that. Remove the dye. So it actually looks cute. To an extent. Ooh, what if I do that? Wait. Plop them. Okay. I see it. I'm seeing it. What does this change? Okay, I don't see that that changes anything. So we're not doing that. Okay. I wish I had some Rotano. Is it Rotano? No. Nope. I really want the peace lover bottoms. Oh, I don't have enough dye for that. But that is cute. Okay, remove the dye. This is the... What color dye is this? Ice blue? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and save that, because I do kind of like that vibe. You know what? Let's see... What does it look like again if we swap them? No, I think it looks better the other way around. No, how to give the RCT. Reflect. And then swap this. Okay. Wait, what if we do light blue for you and then the pink for you? No. I much prefer the light blue. What does this look like with the yellow dye? Oh no, we don't like that. Yeah, no, we don't like that. I would rather the ice blue. How do I make ice? Can I make ice blue? Let me go to the wiki. Ice blue dye. Okay. Oh, I could just buy it. For 40 gil. Okay. Okay. I can make this work then. We'll remove the dye since I'm going to be using it with the ice blue. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go buy some ice blue dye real quick. I didn't look to see who it is I need to buy it from. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and see if I can find it. Apothecary, probably. No, not apothecary. Not gonna be tradecraft. Shouldn't be potwatch. Because that's the... yeah. Merchant. Ice blue. Only buying one. Oh, yellow would actually work because she has the flower in her hair. But we're not gonna go for that. Retire to a nun. Okay. Die. Okay. Can I get the new stuff? the new... Oh yeah, I am on a free company. Okay. Oh, wait. I have hempen... These. What do these look like? No. The VR armlets would be best. Oh! Wait. I have an idea. Okay. Let's find some hempen half gloves. Tradecraft merchant might have them because... Okay, no. I'm not gonna have them. You may have something. No. Wait, what are the short gloves? No. Okay. Magic. No. Those are actually cool. I might get those just to turn them in. To glam. Okay, so the answer is no, they don't have anything to do with these. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. And what do I need to make the hempen half gloves? Oh, they should be under... Is it because they're... They should be here. But they're not. Level 6 is the lowest you go for those. Okay. Alright, I need... So I need... 3 Moko grass. Can I buy just the Moko grass here? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, I need to switch professions to Weaver. Okay. In here for that and that. Okay. I don't need them to be high quality. Oh, wait. I need one more Moko grass. Moko grass. Always go up for high quality if you have the option. Only because it provides more XP. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, I didn't use any of the stuff. I miscalculated. Okay. Okay. It's better than nothing. Oh, do that. Okay. Now, link to camera plate. Okay. Now, let's switch back to Lancer. Where's it at? Right. Dragoon. Um, okay. Let's set up our profile or portrait real quick. Oh, yeah, I have to switch back to those to showcase them. Okay, but first and foremost, this one, DPS gradient. Arch. Yeah, I don't mind gold. Okay. The pose, that's the word I'm looking for. Hmm. Okay. Apply to adventure plate. And then import settings from adventure plate. And then as we unlock other classes, it'll be easier to sort. Now I do have to go through each of those and reset them. Okay. Botanist. Yep, update. Wait, that one was already taken care of. Alchemist. Okay. Oh, Culinarian is apparently level 2. How did I get level 2 on this? Whatever. Back to Dragon. So tall compared to Modi. Things like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of a bother, and come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you raise your knee. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes and with the woman folk from time to time. I'm not really sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. Good. Gosh, it's good to see you safe and well. So look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been at it with the giants in the dark. You're every elm the adventurer Miona said you'd be, Nori. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. I didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew she meant who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name's Ida. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyways, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Xavier, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventure, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fine not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, and of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Avir once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask your name. Nori Man. Nori Man. I shan't forget. You, Nori Man. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. The time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you, huh? That would be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for yours. Did you say? You want to know about the science of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Nori, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, so tell you what I can. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. I might reach 50 way before I finish the MSQ. Okay. So, if you want to know more, then do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the another, 9 out of 10 would go through adventures would go through the first, and the other book wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old on. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Nori. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in Western Thunderland. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a woman into man, Nori, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget about them as helped make. I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time. You hear? Right. Well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Okay. Time to go to Vesper Bay. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, because I did hightail it there as soon as I got here, so I could unlock Glam. I do have to do these things, which I'm gonna do these before I do the Ifrit fights. I can't remember if we're going into this cutscene as it being voiced or not. I prefer the voiced ones. I don't like having to read if I don't have to. But I don't always get lucky. Not 35, so I can't do that yet. It's a Taru. I know this one's not, but I mean like the one with Minfilia. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms. Yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ah. I would think you not sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... my name is Norima. I was told to come here. You're at the behest of Ida and Papa Limo? My sincerest apologies. May I have your name? Norima? Norima. Here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. So... this will be fun. Let's go speak with Minfilia. I take it you are an Ori man? Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Okay. I think these ones are going to be better. So, we'll go for this.
So you are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Am I though? Yes, I am.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do.
Okie dokie.
We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body?
Yes.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Okay. I don't really have a choice, but I would do it anyway. Ugh. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies. And at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? And they are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I've taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. But believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us when you have come to a decision. You may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray, keep it safe. Okay, so she doesn't have the eye, does he? He does not have it on his shoulders. He does not have the eye. He doesn't. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Nori. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
Yes.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome! I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Okay. Interesting. What? Oh, I have to talk to Thancred. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected, assuming we are correct. It is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone. It would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Let's... Oh, because we're getting ready to go into Dragoon stuff, or like, whatever. We're getting ready to go into a big fight. I should probably go ahead and unlock. So let's go back to Gridania. We have to come back this way a ton of times anyway. Ethernet. Hey, Wayne. I'm gonna need okay, I could use that. Okay. I'll take the boots. Right. It is good to see you again, Nori. And stronger than we last spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mathiomi. Seek him out at Arisay's Spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Mathiomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Nori, and do as he bids you. Okay. East Shroud is here. Sweet Bloom Pier, please. Out of curiosity. All equipped. I guess wine red probably would have been a better choice. Oh, I can't remember if I've attuned to this already. I have not. And I need to do the levy quests here. But I will hold off on doing those. I will hold off on them until I have started working on another character. I think the next class that I will level up is actually going to be Summoner. I'll work on towards Summoner. Mostly because it's a 2-in-1 class. And then once we reach level 60, I will work on doing Gunbreaker. You must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mathiomi, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now let's have a good look at you. You see, you possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh-spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night which you are to vanquish. Welcome back, lads, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The blood bat bewilders its prey with ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet, to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Ewain has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Bhaskaran's druthers in South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Bhaskaran, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do for his mead. Good though it is. By meeting Bhaskaran and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Ah. Okay. Olives. But I shall hold off on doing those. Wait, I should have spoken with the Chocobo Cube. Let's go ahead and talk to the Chocobo Key. Well, that if it is a Yawin's protege. I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Biscara, and here's my place. In case you're wondering why Yawain sent you, I mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Anyway, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson, now. I want you to make an offering of it at Mistale's lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents. And when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. And since I'm over this way, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy, the Trickable Keep right here, as well as the Etherite. Busker and Struthers. Well, yeah, I could just leave through here to go to the Eastern Thanalan. But I don't think this is the last place I have to go. There should be one more after him. I don't remember where it's at, though. You offered up the meat as I told you? And without drinking a drop? Very well, you shall have a tale of me, as promised. Mistale is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistale was courage made flesh. About him, and I dare say he'd have led this stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Trollswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forestborn were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse then, now. Of course, old Mistale wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. But a long story short, despite the forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers, and by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin, That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Miss Dale. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. What's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. Just time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauclair. I'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbin Court. Like it's not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Falgord Folk. In case you don't know, up in the North Shroud it is. He's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift a spear or tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So, good luck with impressing him. Okay, can I get to the North Shroud from here? No. But we take you to... Well, good. I guess we'll run up this way. Wait, I can rent a chocobo. How much is it to rent? Just rent the chocobo. Oh, you don't rent the chocobos out. Okay. Oh, do I have to go to one of the main ones since this isn't a hub? Alright, we're just running. Too much back and forth already. Oh, wait. Nope. Hmm. The shroud, let's go. Oh. Gotta knock all of those out. I shall wait on it for now, though. The tree got in my way. I take it you're the young Lancer whom you once spoke. An adventure besides. By the look at you, I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. Not enough idle talk. You come to learn from me. And learn from me you shall. Be warned though, that you'll not find me as lenient an instructor as others. Pay attention. That's where you learn to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, You'll learn to do so in the face of change. Enemies a living thing. Living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, an answer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will only appear when there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons, and depositing them in a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the red balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor, until it's ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Or alright, that was done. That was easy. And once we finish this quest, we can then unlock Dragoon. We unlock the ultimate floor tank. Nice. Black Mage is a good floor tank sometimes. Oh, you vanquished the red balloon? No less than what I would expect of one of your wings. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of the battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward. your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change, so it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you a license to forsake your training. You're still a fledgling, are you still but a fledgling among us after all? I have finished with you. May report back to you and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Okay. Because I don't feel like planning on my own. There you go. Okay, that's fine. Need to unlock conjure. Eventually you'll have to unlock all of the classes. Which I think once I get to the point where I'm having to unlock a bunch of other classes, because I'm gonna have to do it through a bunch of dungeon running, I will probably go to one of the other servers and do it there. Old Vauclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Nori, well done. Never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. Ah, Nori, ever a sight for sore eyes. On your return, I take it you're ready for the final trial? Very well. Let us... Guildmaster Ywain. What is it, Eddard? You are wounded. What has happened? You were attacked, sir, by a Duskwhite Lancer. As we trained in the forest, he was impossibly strong. A demon. He kept screaming something about teaching us true courage. Not him, not Focus. We were in the northwest corner of Central Shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others. Be strong, man. I'm sorry, Nori, the trial must wait. Pray make haste to the Central Shroud and help your comrades. And Nori, should Focus force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed on you on your way. Oh. Central Shroud. Oh, what's up top? Okie dokie. Let's go. Yeah, let's fight. Oh, love of the 12, help me. Oh, we're fighting Lindworms. Okay. But please tell me that's not it. I owe you my life, friend. Another breath and I would become worm father. A discreet Lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. I saw no look in his eye when he said it. Madman. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud. Maybe in the direction of Folgord Float. I can't say for certain. I was concentrating on Scalekin at the time. If it's a reckoning you'll seek, you're like to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms have already alerted the whalers. And to say the Duskwhite is being out at Spear Point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own pee. Serves him right and all. This way to the North Shroud. Okay. We're gonna have to run. Would I fight these people? Yes. Do I want to fight them? No. Where does that come from? Oh. Oh, you come down here with me. Okay. Well, let's fight. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Oh, you waste your pity on false friends. It's only a matter of time before they betray you. Aye, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania, and a man of the Lancers Guild. Yet life was not easy. For want of the coin to obtain the barest necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until, at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing, only for them to bite their craven tongues after I stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course, it was the Dusk Ride, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names that I do not care to repeat. You imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Would that I had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends. While drenched in blood, I put their helpless offspring to the spear, that I might face the unbridled fury of their ken. For my efforts, I have acquired the ultimate courage. A courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I am the greatest lancer that ever lived. How are you now? You are the sole lancer worthy of the name. By defeating you, I will prove my courage. Oh, that gives me frostbite. We don't want frostbite. You will not get the better of me. That's not the button I wanted. You think me without honor? To heck with your honor. Here we go. Impossible. My courage is absolute. No, I'm no closer. Oh, well, guess there's no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand. Could well have commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell on what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us. You wondered about your final trial. There will be none. I have seen all I needed to see. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You are a lancer in your own right now. There's not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts like, and the strong are drawn to strength. Just as I once knew for certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too will you find or be found by an adversary of equal worth. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons you have learned here. Go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. Yeah, those are the ones I would need. I don't know what Lance Charge does. Okay. There's another version of this. Oh, I can unlock Dragoon. Okay. We need to go to... Okay, I know where I need to go. Here. Alright, we need to go to South Shroud, the second one. Camp Tranquil. Okay, while it's doing this, I'm gonna actually have to be right back. Okay. We are back. I don't know why the TikTok live decided to close out, but it did. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Alright. I have to update the goal there. Okay. What was I doing here? Oh, I remember. I needed to go here to Eastern Fenelon. Because we need to hit up Drybone. And while I is tanking about it, this way? You're going this way. Okay, here, here. Okay, there it is. Yay! Okay. So I've got to be self-management before I can do this one. Where are we at? Ooh. Okay. Gotta cross the bridge before we can get to the thing. No, I don't think I'm gonna go inside it. Hmm. Oh, I need to talk to the living mate. Or not living mate. Chocobo dude. Let's go do that real quick. He's up top. We'll go this way. Hey, I'm missing boat. I'm here to search for the missing folk, I take it. I'm fairly sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. And she also warned us to be wary of the Amalsha. Seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. If you have my word, I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Well, let's get right to it then. Manfilia names the Amalsha culprits and all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied again on these lands by Amalsha hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay in the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalsha still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the eastern road. Oh, willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalsha seek in the area. Yep. I should also do that. Don't like that appearance. Good to see your return. We're able to secure the remains of our fallen. When the body is given back to the proper earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day. Thank you. Now then, what of the Amalsha? Did you see any? Really, such massive monstrosities as they are cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalsha remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalsha raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great. And the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Let's say we turn tonight to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungast who was born here in Drybone, grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. He probably wouldn't speak to me anyhow. He doesn't like us because we basically told him to shut it when he was bullying someone. And Gus? Well, let's be darned. And a bloody adventure threatened me back in Ulda. What do you want with me now? I'm looking into the missing peoples. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isenbarb. Folk around here are as wary as they can. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances? You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Please, miss, just leave me be. Evie stared at. I've nothing to say with this. That'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us little folk. Ah, yeah, definitely. Those balls, you know. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. I would never kill an innocent person. Just as I told you, whatnot. A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. I do. Costa del Sol is a very pretty place. We like Costa del Sol. It's not my favorite place in 14. But I'm far away from my favorite place in 14. Okay. Welcome back, Nori. Have you learned out of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungus. Well, the thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps, if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Oh. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the Church of Saint Adama Lindama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to the burial. And trust none more than you to see it done. Think of a man named Marquise. He tends the graves of the Lichard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Hi, I'm Marquise. Yes, a body. Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place to burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. May they all walk in those realms. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orison can. She has been kind to me. Everyone. Everyone has been so kind. Oh, why though? Pardon me. You'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. Okie dokie. I hear you've done us a service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry bone inhabitants? It's true, I'm closer to the people than any of the other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, I am the medium through which they do. And should I learn anything pertinent, I will share the information with you. I only wish Marquise would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep, indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. Oh. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man though called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with him soon. I highly doubt that. Thank you, Nora. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Nori? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. Name is Sancred. I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Angus more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Orson herself? Orson, she wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye out to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquis, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. I'd agree. Wholeheartedly. Nah, no, probably not. Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. And it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. No, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, Nori, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. The book keeps on this side, right? Yeah. Okay then. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Let's help her. You're the one of the church. Oh, thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with Dra? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Right. Hmm. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? God forbid. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in doing no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Certainly not. What? Oh, I chose the wrong ones. I am well glad I reserved that inn for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Omorja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding those disappearances. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Ah, there you are. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Imsambard said her wounds were serious. Save my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Wind Bazaar, a band of Omorja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Nori. You'd be so kind as to take a look inside. You sent in that cute girl into a den of beasts? How very kind of you. Did anything tickle your fancy? Yeah, this leaflet. See the wealth of known to the hands of your children? It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor folk with work. Lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nodthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Right, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Okay. Back to Drybone. Your savior comes again. To what do I owe the song of this day? What do you know about this? What's this? Blasphemous. Those are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Plot thickens, Nori. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard that, or what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Nori. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp, given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Lori and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to use some battles, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and stops should serve your needs. So long as you don't mind the spell and stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, so as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. For long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The more flames have neither work nor coin for your life. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. And I was about to get to the good part. For what you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Looking for work? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Perhaps you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Oh, very, very mean. What is it? I'm looking for work? Not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? You have quite enough for being a nuisance, Nori. Camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sangay, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let's go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Yes, this is quite the disguise. Cute hat, cute boots, a big spear. And warning for catching false priests, what do you say? Look absolutely smashing. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Noble, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nold. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance. You would have made an awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you... You tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was just only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Emulger raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. I did the only thing a merchant could do. I approached the Emulger in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Well, demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nonowa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to learn the vulnerable and give them over to the Emulger. I didn't have a choice. Taking one home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The murder's good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes, and not even see a fraction of what the Emulger pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess in the world's end, then blame yourselves and the gods. But not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames? Patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe all that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Would it be a dear and take word of these developments to Manphilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are somewhere out there still. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Yeah, I suppose so. 900 gold. Gil. Oh. Right, I don't have to wear this anymore. I get to look cute, see now. Welcome back, North. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Emulsion know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with that information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mudamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was at once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudamix and his students, has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mudamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mudamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan. A place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Let's start with Oldal, or Horizon. And then, mayhap, I shall get lucky. And take it, go from Horizon to Blackbrush. It depends on if I've been to Blackbrush yet. Pretty sure I have. But I don't know with 100% certainty. No, I haven't, which means I probably don't have the thing for it. Yeah, no. Okay. Hold on. And then once we get close to it, we'll exit. Now, eventually we'll have to unlock and level up all characters, all classes. Which I still need to do that, technically, on my main character. But don't particularly want to, because I don't like tanking, and it requires me to tank. Unless I do it all through front lines. Which is a possibility. It just takes a long time. Or Wondrous Tales. That is an option. As the Uplander come to tentering of Mudamix's bubbly pots. I'm here on behalf of Minfilia. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of Materia. If Materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mudamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue claps reach ears of Mudamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of Materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mudamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good teachy show of power of Materia. The Materia Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here. Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituent parts from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to the gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from something as would struggle to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be a joiner of materia. Now the Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. I will come back a little. So, right here, so I can just take a boat over. Maybe a little more time consuming, but it'll allow me to save the etherite tickets for when I actually need them. Oh. Okay, we'll use you to go to Ul'dah, and then from Ul'dah to Vesterbury Bay, I guess. Because I can't do it elsewhere. Otherwise, it's just stupid, but, you know. I was hoping to stream a bit more, but I'm feeling kind of sick. I hope I didn't come down with something when I went out earlier today. So I'm actually probably going to go ahead and end the stream here. And we'll continue this off next time, so have a good day, everybody.